The big punchline was that Jessica last time had got someone that wanted to be an undertaker. Jessica spent a whole party just trying to avoid him. After all, who wanted to hear about the
Yeah.
history of embalming? Not Jessica, that was for sure. I have to speak. In the world of body disposition, the history of embalming is one of the most fascinating things you will literally ever hear. Let me just really quick. I think I've given you this lecture before, right? I've given it to
Yep.
most of my close friends and family. Do you remember
Do you
how did
remember?
embalming become actually popular and when in the United States? And was it always?
It wasn't always, and it became popular after the war.
Which one? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start
Civil
at the
War?
beginning. Yes, very good. Basically, in the US before the Civil War, death care and what you do with dead bodies was very much like a at-home thing, and like women were doing it, and it wasn't that medicalized and it wasn't that professionalized, and no one was embalming because you don't have any reason to. And I learned this, by the way, from Caitlin Doty, famous mortician who educates people about such things. She's very smart and knowledgeable. And then in Civil War, they had bodies all over the place and they wanted to bring them back to the loved ones, but they didn't have any way to transport them because the train conductors wouldn't take them because they were too stinky. So they had all these corpses that they didn't know what to do with, but they didn't want to dispose of on site. It literally was like a logistics problem. It was like a supply chain question. It was like, how do we get a bunch of corpses from A to B? So they brought people on site and started doing like DIY embalming, injecting fucking chemicals into their veins, and then bringing them back. And then after that, it got all professionalized and medicalized, and that they require all this licensure. And like, cut to today, no one wants to become a funeral director anymore because even though people are becoming less interested in embalming and there's a lot less reasons to actually do it, it is so heavily influential in the regulatory industries for funeral providers. In the United States, about half of the states require all funeral providers to provide embalming services, which is insane.
That was very informative.
Thanks.
Do you have any compliments for me?
You are being gracious, letting me talk, and good listener and supportive friend.
Thank you. My eyebrows did nothing. I didn't wrap up fingers at all.
Thank you.